Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mickey Mumble 97, and we are here. I'm gonna do like a mini tutorial on how I made my brand new intro. As before, I just used a default Camtasia intro, but now I've decided that I'm going to do it a bit more differently. So mainly, what I was doing here was Google SketchUp. So pretty much just what I did. You could do it however you want to, but just the basic intro. Um, what you do is that when you get Google SketchUp, you're gonna notice a lot of stuff. Now, in order to get this toolbar over here, you need to go to View, Toolbars, and then Large Tool Set, because that's really what all this is, and it makes it a lot easier than going up here. So first off, what you're gonna want to do is you're going to want to erase the person right there. So go ahead and do that, and then you're going to want, it could be any size of square. You can expand it or make it smaller at any point. So right now I'm going to do this. I'm going to move it towards me. And the biggest pain is getting it to rotate. So what I'm going to do is make this into a component. That way that I can take the rotate tool and rotate it. I think it'll be easier. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Because like the rotate tool is just a pain to work with. So you just have to get it from side to flat. So if in all else, if that does not work, then go ahead and take your square tool again, and let's see, let's move this over here, and you could just go like this and make it like this. Now this diagonal line, let's see if I can get it to show up again. Oh, right there means that it's a perfect square, as you can see the small title box. So I just did that because it's a lot more easier. You can do this however you want. I'm just warning you right now that the rotate tool is a pain in the arse. So anyways, so let's go ahead and so you're going to want to go to the kind of arrow looking tool right here. It's called the, let's see here, it's called the push pull tool. So you're going to want to raise it, lower it, you can move from the sides and whatnot. So in this case I'm going to make it like this, and I'm going to rotate back a little bit. I'm going to move it this, and you want to make sure that before you do that, you want to click select all and then move it. Otherwise you will end up with a really awkward looking square. Now if that's what you want, go ahead and use it. I'm not forcing you to stop or anything like that. So now that you've got your main basics here, you're going to want to go ahead and choose the 3D text tool right here, and you're going to want to enter your text. Now here's the 3D text, and here's the normal text. Now make sure that you use 3D, otherwise it will not work out correctly. So in this case I'm just going to do my first one, or I'll just do my main here. Okay, and now the height is just how like big it is on here, which needs to be quite big. I think for mine I did 9999, and for the extruded it just means how far it's pushed out from the surface. So in this case I think I did 1000, but as you can see it's probably too big, so just place it, delete it. You don't have to, you can play around with it if you want to. So that's obviously not what I did there, so just gonna do 100, place, still quite large, so I'm just gonna place and erase it. Now as I said, you're really gonna want to play with it a little bit, so I'm gonna knock this back down to about 300. So as you can see, I guess this is probably what I did before, but it's a lot more thicker than what I did before because the first one I was in a bit of a rush. So now that you've got this, you got your 3D text right there, you can go ahead and adjust your background box to however you want it so that the text may fit on it. Now your preferences may vary from mine, but in this case I'm just going to keep it simple and just do something like this right here. So now that you've got whatever your text is going to be, I just guess I forgot to change it, but that's okay. You're going to want to go to, I believe it's window and styles. Now once you open up the styles box, you can start to see a lot of different things in here. So I think for my intro I did this one right here, which is the chalk on green board, but there's all types here. There's brush strokes, pen wavy, there's all these different kinds. Plus there's, you can go through the list here. You can go through all these different kinds of things. There's a monochrome. This reminds me of Portal. All you Portal people out there. If it doesn't, you could. There's all different kinds of styles here. So in this case, I'm going to just go with this whiteboard with dry erase. So now that I've got my style picked out here, if you want to color it, you can. I'm just gonna make it black. So not all the time. See, like right now, it's not gonna color. So you're not gonna be able to color it in this case, but you are able to, you can pull it at different angles so you can actually see the text. In this case, it's kind of glitchy for me. If you can see it, kind of lines messing around right there. But anyways, once you get it all set up, your text on your boxes and on the box and whatnot, now you can begin to set up the motion between them. So for the motion, you're going to need to go to View, Animation, and Add Scene. Now, this scene, you may not be where you like it, so you're going to want to, you accidentally press it up here. Just move it to wherever you want it. In this case, I'm going to put it right here. This is really not the best thing right here. So you're going to and if you want to redo it, then you just click Update. So I'm just gonna move it over here, and I'm just gonna click on scene 1, bam, like that. And I'm just going to pretend that this is scene 2. So you're gonna go to View, Animation, Add Scene. Now you can put as many scenes in here as you want. In my case, I'm pretty sure I only put 4 or 5. So once you got that going, open up your recorder. Your whatever recording program you use, whether it's Fraps, Camtasia, Cam Studio, whatever, and select your screen to go within whatever you're using, since you really don't want to include any of this other borderline crap. So open up your video program, and if you don't want to do it, because you can do this, play animation, and it'll go through on its own, but you can also do it manually, which I believe that's what I did. So you'll do that, you'll click on scene 1, and then when the time comes, whatever time you want in between them, you'll just click the next scene, and the next scene, and the next scene, and so on. So it's really not too difficult. Let's see if I can find my, the one I did. Okay, intro right here. Let's go ahead and open this up. We're not going to save the changes. So this is, see I had about 4 scenes. So this is my intro right here. And this is what I did. So I actually did this manually. So I did gameplays, mod reviews, Minecraft, and then finally this right here. So that's what that looks like all together on its own. And you can play around with the styles, different colors, all these other tools right here, and whatnot like that. So Google SketchUp, it's a really helpful program for this kind of thing. And yeah, but the one thing is that you could use this to move this out and whatnot, but you cannot use it on the 3D text. The 3D text will be preset to whatever you have it set to. So yeah, I hope this may have helped you out a little bit. If you guys want a more in-depth tutorial, since this was just kind of a run over, let me know. If you just make sure you rate this video, like it, comment on it, giving me some tips, on the tools, maybe the rotate because it's such a pain, and all this other stuff. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.